Guys, welcome to another show where the fans react. I'm your host, Eddie O2, and with my two guys, my two partners in crime. We've got Nathan,
Yeah,
aka Best Jonah. How you doing?
I'm doing well, mate. It's a good night of football, all things considered. So yeah, I'm doing well.
Mate, my heart's still beating right now. I'm trying to keep calm for this. That was a good Champions League game there. And we're here with G Wolf as well. How you doing, mate?
So hell yeah!
Ooh, last minute, that was Fergie time, mate. That was Fergie time. I couldn't
Oh hell
believe
yeah!
I couldn't believe how dramatic that game was. It was I mean, we were just talking off stream now. G Wolf, you were saying that was a Champions League night.
That was
That was dramatic, mate.
absolute. It was. It reminded me of the 99 of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's last minute goal.
That was a stretch. That's a stretch.
You think?
Because obviously
It's just it had that sort of vibe to it. We both said that we was going to win 2-1.
G Wolf, if we take the context into it, we won a cup on that night.
So yes, exactly.
We
But
we got to take the emotion a bit down, innit? Because you know what I mean. We
sorry, I'm just excited that we actually won 2-1.
Yeah, now we've won, so it's a good feeling. So yeah, it will be great though if we keep going like this. Maybe control a few more games, because
That's it.
if we're gonna get into it. Okay, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about what I thought about the game. I mean, we saw in the first half, Villarreal came out. They were organized as we thought they were going to be. They did that in the Europa final that we lost to. We lost to them in that Europa final. They were quite organized. I felt they were more attacking in this game when I was seeing the chances, because I was making notes and De Gea made 3 goal-scoring saves in that first half.
Indeed.
Compared to the Europa League, where I don't even remember any saves he made. All I remember is when he let in the goal from Moreno. And it was like maybe they were actually better without Moreno. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise for them. I mean, a little bit, but they still lost the game. Dan Juma, I can't believe this guy on the left. He ravished Dalot.
I told you last week. I got like to Dan Juma. Dan Juma's like a good player. He did well at Bournemouth last season. You know. So
yeah, he was quite good.
He did.
I forgot to do shout outs, by the way. Let's see who was in here. Got Tento, Cisco, GGMU. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks for getting in, mate. We got Noof. How you doing, lad? We need someone like Kante. Yo, Mctominay was in there trying to do his Kante impression. I thought we're going to get into what we thought the formation was, because I thought it was 4-3-3 tonight. Let me just say some more shout outs. Flying Pig United fans 67. Thanks for getting in here. Sports Further. Lou Manu, Jonathan Gallagher, John Evans, Sports Further. But yeah, Nathan, what formation did you think it was? Because I'll just say right now, I saw McTominay sitting there in front of the defense, and I saw Pogba on the left, doing runs, sometimes in behind the defense. Bruno making a lot of mad runs in behind the defense as well. So it didn't even look like it was a double pivot. It looked like McTominay was there holding. It looked like more of an attacking game. I don't know what you thought of that.
Yeah, it looked as though Ollie tried the 4-3-3. There were times, however, the back line in particular on the right side also were going to play stuff like that, but it looked very, very, very weak and suspect without Wan-Bissaka there. But yeah, I agree. I agree. It looked like a 4-3-3. Because you notice, like, in the first 10 minutes or so, when United were pressing, it was a forward 5 of pressing of Bruno, Pogba, Sancho, Greenwood, Ronaldo, and McTominay was sitting deep. So yeah, I agree.
At one point, Nathan, I thought it was like we were playing 4 wingers because of the way Pogba and Bruno were getting forward.
Yeah,
and we were susceptible to the counter attack. Yeah, and we saw Dalot get exposed a bit. I don't want to hear. I mean, some people defend Dalot and say he's not played enough games, so he's going to be rusty. But I've seen him under Jose Mourinho. He's not that good defensively. Dan Juma was looking like a bargain basement Neymar against him. He's the same skin tone, the same kind of body shape, and he was doing all kinds of skills against Dalot. And we saw eventually I think he got the assist for the goal, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Yeah, I mean, yeah. Wan-Bissaka is goated at right back for me. He needs to come back in as soon as possible so we can look like
Well,
defensively strong down that wing again.
Yeah, it'd be back for the league game. Obviously, his ban's been extended for the Champions League game, which if you look towards if you look towards last night's game between City and PSG, De Bruyne commits literally the similar style of tackle. He gets a yellow card. Wan-Bissaka's tackle, his ban's now been extended for another 2 games. So you're looking at.
Okay. I didn't see that. Yeah. I didn't see that. I mean, the referees are inconsistent. This is why I don't like to look at referees. You know, I like to look at what Man United can control, because referees are going to get it wrong sometimes. But G Wolf, what were you thinking? Did you see the 4-3-3 as well? Because like I said, I saw that. I saw McTominay trying to hold the midfield.
Only in the second half did I see the 4-3-3, but in the first half, I just saw the same 4-2-3-1 formation to begin with.
I just want to do a quick vote in the chat before you carry on, G Wolf. Can you hit a 1 in the chat if anyone saw a 4-3-3? Because I don't want to seem like I was seeing things. I saw McTominay holding the midfield. I saw Pogba and Bruno getting forward quite a bit. But yeah, carry on, G Wolf.
But yeah, as I said, I saw a 4-2-3-1 in the first half, and literally it was just normal gash-tastic performance again for Man United. We attacked well, but there was no final ball. We just, we was passing well. The possession was okay-ish. We had, 61% of the possession, and we didn't do jack shit with it. So in the first half,
there could have been more chances for Ronaldo there, because I was trying to think what chances he had even before that goal, and I'm struggling to think.
He didn't really have any. He didn't get any service.
Didn't really get the service there.
With the possession is 99% of the law, isn't it? So we had the possession, but just couldn't get.
Law. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but we just didn't do anything with it. Just kept on passing it, and played, and then they just kept on counter-attacking us, and we was just getting done on the right-hand side because of Dalot. He was just I've got to
say, it did kind of. It wasn't as bad as the Villa game, but it did seem like Villarreal were having that kind of counter, which Villa did have a little bit. Varane, I can't believe there was one ball that went in where he missed it. I don't know if you remember, a ball in behind, he missed it, and then was it Dan Juma got in behind or someone? I can't remember.
No, it was the Alcácer.
Pablo Alcácer, yeah. So they had quite a few chances, but this is the thing, though. This is why the coaching staff have to get in and drill how we defend once we have a lot of once we press forward. How do you defend the counter-attack? Because we're so used to counter-attack, it seems like sometimes we don't even know how to defend the counter-attack, because I was seeing too many times where it was maybe the two centre-backs were left a little bit exposed, a little bit. Telles, Dalot, I mean, they didn't even get forward that much, but when they did counter-attack, some people in defense were getting exposed. So this is where the coaching comes in. They've got to drill it where, I don't know, McTominay is covering some of the different holes that are in there once we attack. But I've got to go back to the fact that I mean, because I heard Pigo on his watch along saying it was a bad performance. Some people are saying it was dreadful. Batman Knight fan saying McTominay was too defensive. I think he was playing the number 6 though. I think he was playing the role where he stayed behind the attack, which I wanted to see. I wanted to see someone just holding the midfield whilst Pogba and Bruno go forward and try their attacks. They could have linked up a bit more, maybe, but I want to see McTominay in that kind of position.
But the only thing is, McTominay. No, go
ahead.
I was going to say, that McTominay, he was just like a broken twig. Literally every single time he go in for a challenge, he either gets hurt, falls down, does not, and cries that he's got hurt, and then wants a free kick. It's not going to happen.
Why? You're saying he was like Grealish? Because that's kind of Grealish's game where he gets the ball and tries to win a foul. I don't think I saw that too much.
I don't think he weren't trying to win a foul, but every time, a Villarreal player went to challenge him, he'd just fall down and then just
Some people are saying free Donny. Sports Forever, thanks for getting in here.
exactly. I would say
Would you
that we should
prefer
have
Donny
taken.
Donny, would you prefer
I
him to
would've.
play that number 6 there?
Do you know
Yes.
what's
So
do you know what's
Definitely.
interesting about the Dolly thing as well? Saw a thing from Samuel Lucas of the MEN that when the subs were warming up with like Matic and like Fred and Lingard and whatnot, Van der Beek was warming up as well. And then when he when he realised that like Fred and Matic were coming on, apparently he sat down in his chair and he threw his bib on the floor, like really, really pissed off.
oh wow.
Yeah, that's
I know that he looked up towards the manager's area, didn't he? There was a clip I saw that when the subs were coming on, in the background you see Donny, and all of a sudden he's looking up to the Ollie like, "What the fuck? Why am I not getting on?"
Yeah.
I'm thinking as to why he didn't come on. Like, why would you put on Fred if you want to control the game a bit? Because
Well, in all fairness, Fred did cross the ball into Ronaldo for the header.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, I remember that now. But
Yeah.
okay,
Well, like,
that's a good moment. But really, I want Donny to come on and control the
You
field.
know when we get exposed down the right through Dalot and things like that, I thought United were going to switch to a double pivot in midfield to have Mctominay on the right side of it to help Dalot defensively because Greenwood wasn't tracking back.
Yeah.
Greenwood was a bit because I noticed that when Sancho came onto the right, he did a bit more tracking back than Greenwood did, but then immediately they just switched back around.
That's true. What about this comment? Though? I got to put this one up because I thought Matic should have started as well. And I'm sure Ilya United means he should have started in front of McTominay because he was more fresh for this game. McTominay played the whole last game against Villa. Matic, he's so assured on the ball. I was saying on the last stream, if you have Matic in there sitting and you have Pogba and Bruno as his legs or Pogba and Van der Beek, he can sit there because he's really good at taking the ball, controlling it. And the way he can hold players off that try and tackle him, he holds players off. He can even dribble a little bit. I'm not even sure why other people can't dribble like Matic. He's good at dribbling a little bit and can get it to the forward players.
It's like we said before. I think he probably is our best number 6. It's just Ollie doesn't. You probably want it's the old common thing. You probably want legs in the midfield, and obviously Matic, he's on the sort of the end of scale of his career. So he's obviously not going to do that job. I thought, considering, like you said, he was rested at the weekend. I'm trying to think whether he actually came on against Villa or not. I went to the game, but to be honest, alcohol afterwards drowned out all memory of that game anyway. So I was like, I thought Matic could have started in the 6 instead because that would have been a bit more progressive because Matic can play the ball out from deep.
Mm.
Yeah.
Unlike McTominay.
He's very assured on the ball. I'm trying to remember if Matic came on actually. He did.
Yeah, he did.
He did come on for a little
was
bit.
it right at the last?
Wait, do you mean tonight or?
No, against Villa.
In the Villa.
I don't think he came on. I don't think he came on against Villa, did he?
I'm trying to think.
People in the comments, did Matic come on against Villa? Because I wasn't sure. That's why I was thinking he could have started this game actually.
Yeah.
But he came on. He had a good. Trying to think when he came on. Was it a good 10 minutes, 20 minutes?
Someone says he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kamez.
That's another thing as well. I've just seen in the comments.
Kamez, thanks for that participation. So he did come on.
Yeah. What Jonathan Gallagher said about Lingard and stuff like that. Yeah, Lingard got mentioned. He did really well in the game on because obviously he was pressing as well as Cavani. I thought Cavani's substitution was brilliant because Cavani throughout that whole second period, he was literally leading the press from the front. I thought because there was that time where it seemed as though the ball was going out of play. He pegged it so quickly to sort of get onto the ball, and it created an opportunity. But Lingard did really well. You
know what, Nathan? It was weird. Yeah, I was like watching the game, and then when I saw the subs come on, where it was Matic coming on, and who else came? Was it Matic and Lingard came on and at the same time, didn't they? Yeah. And I was thinking,
it was Fred and Lingard, wasn't it?
Okay, who came on with Matic? What was it? Matic, sorry.
So
Matic
Cavani and Matic for Sancho and Pogba.
Yeah. So let me talk about that. Yeah, when Matic came on, with Cavani, I was like, okay, Pogba came off, and I missed who else came off, and I was struggling I was struggling for 10 minutes to remember who else to actually see who else came off. So for me, that tells me, in my point of view, I don't think Sancho was doing enough, to be honest. Yeah, and I had to go back to my notes. I was like, okay, Sancho dribbled at 27 minutes, did the step over at 33 minutes. Yeah, maybe I'm being a little bit harsh on Sancho, but for 75 mil, I don't think I should be forgetting what he did in terms of I forgot that he actually came off.
Like
I didn't notice him come off.
I know what you mean by that, but I think with him, because of how people have sort of slated his performances and that the past few games and whatnot, I think tonight was we were saying before we came on, tonight was probably definitely one of his better performances in a United shirt. Like, yeah, he might not have got the I think there was a chance as well where the ball got fed into him or sort of played into him, and if he would have just adjusted his feet, he would have got a shot off. Could have gone in. You never know. On another day, it might have gone in, but he slipped and went into the keeper. But another day, if he's fully on it, that's going in. Do you know what I mean? So
exactly.
Shout out to Hammond. Good result, Eddie. Good work. Keep it up, mate. Roll on Saturday against Everton. Thanks for getting in here, mate. I forgot to say to people, please, can you hit a like when you're in here? We're producing some good content right now. Pigo. He had a very energetic watch along, so he's allowing us legends to get on and do some content for him. Just like and subscribe, and just get your comments in, because we're going to try and keep analyzing the game and try and get into the comments. Sometimes we can't answer everyone's comments in there because there's so many. So just be patient. Big up to all the mods getting in. Jonathan Gallagher, Primo, give him time, mate. I don't know who that's in reference to. Primo did.
Sancho
getting in, did a lot of tracking back and support. To be fair, okay, give time to Sancho. Okay, there's still comments. Batman Night Fem, we're wasting Bake on the bench. It's true.
I don't know why Ollie isn't playing him.
Yeah,
I think he'd be perfect in that sort of like next to either McTominay or Fred, or or Matic. He always likes to pass the ball forward. None of this sideward passing and backwards passing.
Yeah, he's quite positive.
Try and find, exactly. So I think he needs time on the pitch.
Yeah. I was just thinking, because there's such a big squad, but it's like I'm just thinking because I was thinking should it be Matic or Van der Beek in the holding role, but then. If you have to debate play, if you're going to play Van der Beek, it's like, but can you drop Bruno or Pogba? That's the thing, because like I was saying in the first half, I don't think there was enough discipline in terms of because I thought it was 4-3-3. I thought McTominay was there, like I said before, but then Pogba was making a few runs forward, but Bruno's discipline is all over the place. Even though he's the captain, maybe you think like the captain should be the most disciplined. He was just up there doing playing like he's a winger or just an attacking forward. So that's got to be the reason why we suffered a lot of counterattacks, because Villarreal, people could say, the neutral could say, maybe we should have lost that, because like we were saying, De Gea, he made a fair lot of good saves. There's at least 3 that I made note of. So I think the midfield still been there. That has to be sorted out. But I'm going to give props to Ole for what it looked like he was letting, like I said, he was letting the people like Pogba and Bruno get forward a bit more. Because I've seen before in the 4-2-3-1 where Pogba is literally he's too deep. He's way too deep. He jogs about a bit. He doesn't want to do too many tackles. And the pace of the game is just pedestrian. So, I don't know. Okay, so we've got Everton going forward. Do you guys see this kind of game happening again, where we're having one guy? Because that's what I saw. I saw 1-6, as in McTominay sitting, and then the other 2 midfielders playing like number 8s going forward. Do we see that happening, or do we go back? Does Ole go back to a 4-2-3-1 against Everton?
Hopefully, we'll stick with a 4-3-3. He did in the second half. I think he should go forward with that, because that was brilliant. That was absolutely attacking football in that final few minutes from United.
Well, it went into Fergie time later on. It was a great match for chances, And I want to know if people in the comments think that we're going to get a similar game against Everton, or do you think maybe we go back to the 4-2-3-1 where we see that it's got to be called the infamous McFred? Do we see it go back to Fred and McTominay being a blanket in front of that defense?
Well, the thing is,
Nathan, what do you think?
Benitez normally sets up his sides to be a bit like pragmatic anyway, and we've seen with Everton this season, you know, that they've done well so far, but they've got players that will sort of work off. Like they've not got like compared to Ancelotti, like Benitez has brought the likes of say Townsend, you know, Demarai Gray, or like cheap value players, but you know they'll work hard for you rather, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas Ancelotti tried the whole like, you know, James Rodriguez like situation and whatnot, but Benitez side is normally tough to crack. I remember, I believe it was a couple of seasons back where United played Newcastle, where Benitez was in charge. I think it finished 3-2. Yeah. Sanchez got the winner. I think Benitez was still in charge then.
Yeah.
You know, United went 2-0 down.
That was under Mourinho, wasn't it?
Yeah, because that was the game where Mourinho was basically sacked at half-time, if you remember.
Yeah. I remember that game because that's the game where Bailly was killed. He was subbed off early.
Yeah,
I hated Mourinho for scapegoating Bailly in that game, but carry on.
And but in terms of the midfield, he might go because McTominay played today. I think he lasted the whole game, didn't he? I don't think he got taken off. So
yeah, because he went to like two holding midfielders. They went to Matic and McTominay holding after a bit. Didn't
he might go Matic and Fred. It's not out of the realm for him to go Matic and Fred as the two holding. If he is going to go back to the two holding, maybe give McTominay
Nathan, I would. Wouldn't you love to see Matic there? Yeah, and then we have Pogba and Bruno doing the same as what they did tonight. Maybe a bit more disciplined. Because we know, like you're saying, Benitez is got some good organization to his game. Yeah, but I would still love to see, you know, one holding midfielder, not two, not Fred, but Ole loves Fred. Ole has backed his men of McFred.
That's his go-to
in the press conferences. He said, "I love these guys for energy. They have great lungs." I'm trying to think of what he said. He loves these guys, you know. So I see it happening again. Guys in the chat, though, what do you think? Do you think we're going to see McFred again at the weekend? Put a 1 if you think yes, and a 2 if you think no. I just got to do a few more shout outs. Thank you to everyone getting in here. Please hit a like. Alex Walker, Bishal Pubashani, thanks for getting in here. I don't know why he's putting a sleeping emoji. What are we boring you? Oh man. Listen, we are getting into the nitty-gritty. Yeah, we're talking about tactics, we're talking about just things that have gone on in the game. Yeah, give us a chance. Guys, I think we're going to get into player ratings in a bit, actually, unless anyone's got any more points.
I've got one thing to sort of point. I think I said to you before we started that like I didn't understand this mentality before the game where it was mainly on social media where people wanted the team to lose because that means it'll increase the chances for the manager to get sacked. And it's like, fair enough, if you don't think the manager's the right manager, I'm still, you know, I'm still sort of 50-50 with Ollie, but you shouldn't want that at a sacrifice of the team. Do you know what I mean? Because what if you end up losing, like say 4 in a bounce, you end up in like the bottom half, and if Ollie's still in charge, and you sit there going, oh, you know, yeah, a couple of defeats against Norwich of Burnley, you know, Ollie's going to get sacked, and then you basically sacrifice the season. It's like tonight, if United didn't win, it would have been a sort of a difficult task to get back sort of into winning ways in terms of qualifying for the next round. You know, you should support the team. You shouldn't want your own personal agenda to have an effect over the team just because you want a manager out. Like, fair enough, you want a manager out, want a manager out, but don't say, "Oh, I want the team to lose," because that's a stupid fan mentality.
Nathan, we got a bulletin coming in here. Guess who's in here? Zed, big up to yourself with a great contribution to the community. Got to say thanks for the contribution. I've not even read your comment yet. I'm going to read it now. Relying on Ronaldo again. Did you see our tiki-taki football against Spurs? Alba, Saka, Smith Rowe, the 3 musketeers. Once we got a proper manager in. Yeah, I mean, Zane, you don't even you don't even acknowledge what we've just done tonight. I mean, we're in Champions League, and you were just.
Well, I think he did. He said relying on Ronaldo again. So I think he has.
But okay, okay, but it's like he doesn't even give props to that kind of Fergie time that came back into play today.
And also, what about Tellez's goal?
Oh yeah,
that was an amazing goal.
Banger that was.
And you know what? I don't think it was tiki-taki football. I'm sure it's called tiki-taka, isn't it? Not tiki-taki.
No, it's called Eric Dyer at the back.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why Arsenal won it. Because Spurs were quite bad in that game. Kane was at fault for at least one of the goals. Kane has turned into a double agent for Spurs because ever since he came in, Spurs have started losing. The 3 games they played, which I don't think Kane played the first 3 games. They got 3 wins. As soon as Kane came back in with his poison of not wanting to be there, 3 losses in a row. So,
do you reckon he's doing this sort of bump the price tag down a bit, like so City can get?
So City can come back in with a revised bid of lower, so we can get him. Oh, I don't even. That would be funny. Imagine, because what is it? Spurs rejected it. Was it 120 million or 100?
Yeah, they wanted 150. So at the minute it's like 50p in a Mars bar based on Kane's performance. So.
Levy is not gonna, because we know he's a shrewd businessman. He wants more. I think he's going to be stubborn, and he's going to still want more. And
exactly.
I don't know how Kane's going to get out of that. I mean, he's got his brother as his agent. He's going to have to get his brother to work some wonders to get out of that contract that is still under. Thanks for other people getting in. John Evans, JG, Shazad Ahmed, big up yourself. What's he saying about Arsenal? Arsenal haven't seen Champions League in 5 years. Zayn, that's all we need to say to you, because Zayn's talking to us on a Champions League night where we just did some Fergie time brilliance with Ronaldo. Ronaldo took off the shirt and it was so time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Arsenal don't get to even taste what's that basement competition, that UEFA conference bollocks? What is that? They're not even in that.
Yeah.
They can't even taste Champions League or Europa on any level. They can't taste it. So Zayn, thanks for getting that in, but you can't talk to Man United fans yet. I can't wait till that game when we play Arsenal. I can't wait when Ronaldo is going to turn up. And maybe even Lingard gets a game where he can do the moonwalk at the Emirates again, because I love that. Remember that season where he did the moonwalk in the football studs? How do you do that? How do you do the moonwalk when you got football studs on?
Yeah.
Lingard has to play the game.
Trying to think when he did do that.
18-19 FA Cup.
FA Cup, that was the one.
Yeah.
That was good times.
Sancho scored against them as well. Remember that game?
Yeah. I think that's the only time we beat them in
right.
a few years, I don't think we don't have a good record against Arsenal still.
No, we haven't.
So we got a win in the league against
I think
them.
we drew the last time we played them, wasn't it?
What, last season in the league?
Yeah, last season. Didn't we lose and then drew?
I lost at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1-0.
Yeah.
That was a bad game. But back to our win.
Oh yes.
2-1. Yeah. So we've actually neglected let's get into the player ratings, guys. We've got to talk about these individuals that did this hero performance, if we can call it that anyway, because Villarreal was scared us. They scared us today, just like Villa. And unlike that game, we got the result. I don't know if we completely deserved it, but hey, the result's there. We scored, and it's up to Villarreal to score the chances. They didn't score the chances, so we got the win. So G-Wolf, let's start with you then. Have you got your? So you know what? Let's do it like we just go where you say your rating for one player, then we go to Nathan, then we go to me.
Oh, thank God, because then I can because I've not got the lineup or anything in front of me, so that means we can go across. Cool. Yeah.
So let's start with. Okay, hold on. I gotta check this comment here. This is what I love. I love this nostalgia. Flying Pig United fan 67. That 8-2.
Oh yes.
We need to even ask what that is a reference to. 8-2 at Old Trafford against Arsenal. Zayn, I hope you're still in here. That's got to be in his nightmares. The 8-2. That was so embarrassing. I remember Ashley Young scoring like a top corner goal in that game.
What? He scored two goals.
Two goals.
Yeah, he did.
It was beautiful. I can't remember who else scored, but That was like my favorite
Ronaldo
goal.
scored, didn't he?
No, Ronaldo would have gone. It was
Ronaldo wasn't
Was
there.
he? Did he gone
it,
then?
it was Welbeck
Welbeck got
Greeny
one.
hat trick, Young twice, and Nanu chip. I think that.
That was it.
Nani! I miss Nani. He's like one of them pure wingers. He was. But G Wolf. So what you saying for De Gea? Because Shazad is saying De Gea man of the match. So what's your score?
I got number 9. I got 9 for David De Gea.
Oh, 9.
The reason why I picked he would have got a 10 if he didn't. If he kept a clean sheet. That's the only thing. That's the only thing about that. We didn't keep a clean sheet. I think if we kept a clean sheet, De Gea would have got a 10. But he's still my man of the match.
Okay, Nathan, what are you saying?
See, I feel bad not giving De Gea a 10 because I can't. The goal's not really his fault, but it's out of legality. You have to sort of take a point off him, no matter how much it wasn't his fault anyway. But I'll go 9. Sort of play it safe. He was brilliant. In all fairness to him, he's probably been United's one of up there United's best players this season. I think you've seen that he's got the confidence back. Obviously, there was a lot of talk in the summer about whether it'll be Henderson starting over De Gea, but now it's now De Gea's he's back. He looks back to his best.
De Gea's the man. Zane, what are you saying, lad? Spurs 6, United 1. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay, but that was Spurs though. What we brought up was like Man United smashing Arsenal. You have to bring up Spurs. Yeah, that I don't think that's relevant to the banter.
I think that's what I think he's trying to say. Yeah, right. That because Arsenal beat Spurs 3-1, we got smashed by them. So he's saying that Arsenal are better than
that has expired.
United.
That has expired. Yeah.
Didn't Bayern Munich score 15 goals past him in 3 consecutive games, sort of thing, like 5-1, 5-1, 5-1.
That's why they're not in Champions League anymore, because they don't want to go up against teams like Bayern Munich. They don't want to get caned again. They don't even want Europa League. Zane, just calm down, mate.
Weird about an Arsenal fan celebrating a Spurs result.
Exactly. He had to dig deep into his chest of like collateral, and he has to go to rivals beating us that he hates anyway. It's like, Zane, you're scratching at straws, mate. But anyway, thanks for the super chat, mate. The Freeze FC saying it's Pigo doing a FIFA stream. I mean, it's a bit late now. It's about 11 o'clock. I don't know. Pigo might be coming in later on, or you might be taking the night off. You just have to, if you're subscribed, just make sure all your notifications are on. There's a little bell icon. Make sure you click on it and then switch your notifications to all. And then you'll be notified if Pigo is back on with that kind of stream tonight. But it is a bit late, and you might be a bit tired, so it might come tomorrow, guys. So everyone, please like if you haven't done, please subscribe if you're new as well, because we just got the content. The content keeps coming, and it's entertaining stuff, guys. So my rating for De Gea, I've got to go with the lads because. I really don't like the technicality of letting in the goal, and it's just got to take. Yeah, if you let in the goal, you can't have a perfect score, can you, guys? So I would go a 9 as well. So for Dalot, I'll start with Dalot, then I'll go to Nathan, then G-Wolf. So Dalot tonight, I'll just try to remember the good points of what he did. The good points. I don't think it overlapped enough. Maybe made a few good passes, but like I said earlier in the stream, he made Danjuma look like a bargain basement Neymar, and I'm not trying to have that at Old Trafford. That was a little bit embarrassing for me. The amount of times he went past him, he was just trying to go past him for fun. He's trying to go past him for fun, and you can't do that in a Champions League game, which is a big game. You should have respect for your opponents. Danjuma, no respect. So. I actually did write down 6 for Dalot, but I might have to say 5 because he also conceded the assist as well for the goal. He let Danjuma get the assist as well, so I've got to go 5. Guys in the comments, please get in your ratings as well.
See, I went for the same as you. I went for a 6, but yeah, I would even go as low as 4.
4.
Yeah, because that's how bad he was. He was just
He was bad.
proper. Like, yeah, as you said, he did a few good passes here and there, but majority of the game, he was shocking.
We got the boss in here, the Don. He's agreeing as well with you, G, with 4 as well. Okay. Zane's trying to start a war right now. Zane, big up for getting in with another super chat. De Gea the beat. Can I even read that right now? De Gea the B-Tech Iker Casillas, no problem for us.
Just watch Arsenal 1 United 3 from 17-18 and the B-Tech Casillas sort of thing. Yeah. Because that game was like De Gea pulled off like 20 odd saves in that game and it ended 3-1 United. If you remember.
Guys, Nathan, let's break it down. How many player of the seasons has De Gea won? Yeah. It's too many. It's about 2 or 3 or 4. I forgot how many he's won. Keepers don't win player of the season unless they're a top goat. De Gea is goated for the tenure he's had at Man United. I can see us. All right, you're all right. I don't know if he was getting those accolades of player of the season at Real Madrid. The people that were in the attack were getting player of the season. Like what he played with people like wasn't there when it was Ronaldo as well, Zidane? All them guys were the player of the season. Yeah. So for a keeper to be getting proper top level player of the season, it's just that's just turned my brain off. B-Tech Casillas as well. No way. So that's just derailing me. Where were we at?
Play rating.
One Dalot. So I think Nathan, you gotta give your rating on Dalot.
2.
A 2. Hold on. Hold your thought before you do your analysis. Jonathan Gallagher getting in here with a €2 super chat. Big up to yourself. Zane, you lost 8-2 to us and 6-1. So yeah, if you compare the goal difference and the severity, 8-2 is more massive than a 6-1. So I hear what you're saying there. So yeah. I like that. Nathan, so you got a 2 though.
Yeah.
He showed up.
Bearing in mind, before that's what I'm saying. Before we came on stream, I said a 0. So if anything, I've given him a boost there. So you can't really say I'm negative, right? So no, I think a 2 because it was literally in the first 20 minutes when Villarreal were breaking. There's times where, say, like Wan-Bissaka gets caught out of position. Maybe he's a bit too high up, but he's got the defensive ability to get himself out of it.
Yeah.
Dalot was getting done so badly. It reminded me of when Eric Bailly played right back against PSG.
Oh, yeah. It was actually worse than that, I think.
Yeah, it gave me those sort of vibes in a way. And I sat there just thinking, we're lucky the way Villarreal didn't take their chances from the left-hand side because Dalot would have probably gotten a 0 from both of you two as well if Villarreal had. Because I honestly, Dalot would probably be suited to a wing-back position rather than a right-back. So you'd be more attacking. But even his output tonight, he put a couple of crosses in, but it was just they were either underhit or severely overhit. So he really.
So what does that say then? If we've got like a person that's back up to Wan-Bissaka, that seems like he would work in a right wing back because that seems like we maybe have to play 5-3-2 then for him to actually.
Yeah, but do you reckon that's why they were looking at Trippier though? Because
maybe.
Because Trippier's much better defensively, and Trippier, to be fair to him, I don't watch much La Liga football anyway. But the last 2 international tournaments Trippier's had, you can't really say he's put a foot wrong. Do you know what I mean?
He looks good. I like Trippier there. I like him.
Yeah,
I like Trippier because wasn't he the one who in the Euro final for Shaw's goal? He the one who crossed it in for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, picked him out backstick.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
So we know that he's got a cross on him.
So defensively sound, he spent like 5 years at Burnley, so you must be defensively sound. He spent 5 years playing Sean Dyche.
You know what, guys? I'm just wondering why. Like, I mean, we obviously know why player swaps don't work. Because I was just thinking of how about if you're in charge, and you're doing the transfers, you say to Dalot, maybe we swap you for Trippier. You go to Spain, mate. And then we'll take Trippier, but like we never see player swaps work unless you're playing FIFA. It's always like a breakdown in like transfer negotiations because one player doesn't want to go the other way.
Yeah, the last one was at Sanchez Mkhitaryan.
Exactly, that's what I was going to
Worked,
say.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that didn't work, did it? I think for both teams it didn't work because Mkhitaryan didn't really do well at Arsenal either.
No.
But let's stay on the ratings, guys. Let's go to Varane then. G Wolf.
Varane. 7.5, 7. I would say he was good, but he wasn't like he had that one mistake, didn't he? That he let in through on goal, and then
for Pablo Alcacer.
Yeah. So
it was weird because he had so much time to control the ball. I don't know
that's
why.
It. But then also he did defend well.
He's a top player, so I don't know why he's making individual mistakes like that. He's under no pressure. I really hope he can cut that out because we know he's a top level guy.
That's it.
So you're saying 7, yeah?
I'm saying 7.5.
Okay, we got a super chat just come in. Jonathan Gallagher, nice €1.5.
Yeah, no.
He's going to war with Zane now. Zane, laugh out loud. How's non-European football in mid-table? Even Ronaldo wouldn't get Arsenal Champions League football. Yeah, I don't think he would either. I mean, they got Aubameyang. You got Aubameyang there. He's looking okay, but is he going to get you guys into a top 4 race again, or even a race for Europa Conference? I don't even think so. So Arsenal are still in the mud. I don't want to hear anything from Arsenal fans yet. Like I said on the previous stream, my brother's an Arsenal fan and was trying to come at me for the Villa loss. You can't chat to us yet. When we have these nights in Europe, and you've just got to be like, they think that they've won a cup when they've beaten a crap Spurs side.
There you go.
They beat a crap Spurs side with Kane that was playing as a double agent. He's trying to sabotage himself there. Remember that for that third goal that Saka scored? I don't know if you guys watched it. Kane lost the ball in attack. Then he went back. He tried to kind of tackle Saka, but then it didn't work. And then they conceded. It was weird. It's like Kane's not only not scoring goals, he's costing them goals.
Was Kane playing in midfield again?
He was wandering everywhere. I don't even know what he's doing. Yeah. The manager's got a nightmare on his hands with a player.
See, that's a bit clueless because at least under Mourinho, he was up in top and he's playing as a striker, and then Son was just behind him. But now it seems like it's the other way around, whereas Kane is staying in the midfield position and Son's going into the attacking. It's stupid.
But all fairness, his body's in North London, but his mind's in Manchester. So that's like, the lights are on.
Yeah.
Situation was getting.
That's what's happening, man. Imagine Kane getting Spurs relegated. I've said it now. If he stays there, and if his brain's in Manchester, what's he gonna do? He can't do anything there at that team. If he's, because we know when people's head goes, just like when we saw. I just remember Payet when he didn't want to play for West Ham anymore and he had to just go. And he just sat out the season. Maybe Kane has to sit out the season now until he goes because he's just going to not play well for them. Zane's coming back in here. We've got a war.
He had to sort
Sanchez was our agent. Sabotage.
It's like how when United, it's like how United sent Arsenal back in the day, the likes of Sylvester and stuff like that. So that was our sabotage to them. So that was...
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But so Varane, G-Wolf saying 7. Nathan, what are you saying for Varane?
I'm going with I'm leaning like in between 6.5 and 7. I thought he was all right. He was solid. There was I remember there was you talked about the mistake. There was also one beforehand, but I don't know whether it was offside where the ball sort of played on the ground, and I don't know who was running in for Villarreal, but he made an important interception.
Yeah,
I'll go 7. But yeah, that mistake, could if that would have led to a goal, that probably would have dropped his rating down to a 6. So yeah, 7. For me.
I'm just trying to remember what Varane did as well. I don't know if we can go. Can I go a 7 as well? Because I really didn't like that mistake. It just shows that Varane's composure is a little bit off.
The only thing I'm not trying to. It was a bad mistake, but I don't like. I didn't really see the replays back. I don't know whether he got a nudge or whatever. Where
No,
it's,
I don't think so.
no.
Yeah, no, I don't think
No,
so. I think he just let him through.
yeah, he just missed the ball there.
Mm.
But I'm just trying to think because you sometimes you can't blame the defense when you see what I was talking about, where we had McTominay was covering, and then we had Bruno and Pogba were vacating that midfield. So you're going to get outnumbered on the counter attack. So I've got to give a little bit of leeway to Varane. So apart from that mistake, I don't think he did too much else wrong, you know. So yeah, I've written down 6, but I might change it to 7. People in the chat, please get in your votes as well, and just hit in what numbers you think that the players scored. So yeah, you know what? I go with around 7 now. I go with around 7. So Lindelof, we got Lindelof. Blunderlof, as you call him, G Wolf.
Yeah,
We're going to go to Nathan for this one first, though. You had to come in for Maguire, who's injured. He's got calf strain, and I'll try to remember what Lindelof did in terms of keeping it good. I think it was okay.
Yeah, I think it was just he was just there. You know, he didn't do anything to sort of maybe go, oh, like fucking hell, sort of thing. But he didn't do anything to sort of make me sort of stand up and appreciate it. He just there. I say a 6 because that's the basic average rating you give someone when you don't remember what they actually did. True. So yeah, 6. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. 6.
Zane's come back in before you go into that, G Wolf. What is Zane saying? I was super Japanese ninja, better than Shaw, and yeah, it's Bisaka, not Bisaka, mate. Bisaka. So he's talking about, is it Tomiyasu at right back? He looks okay. He looks okay, but just he needs to come back and talk to us when Tomiyasu is getting top tackles in the season, because Bisaka got that for like 2 seasons where he's top tackler out of everyone. Tomiyasu's played what, 6 games? You need to cut. Arsenal fans need to calm down a little bit. Yeah, Zayn needs to calm down. Yeah, he's not super. Yeah, he's not super. So, but anyway, thanks for the super chat, mate. G Wolf,
for Blunderlof. Do you tell you the truth? I've actually got a 7. I thought he played, like, you know, as Nathan said, yeah, right. He played all right. Like, he didn't make any mistakes, which is unheard of from him. He's always got a mistake in him, but he didn't make any mistakes. I don't know
whether seeing games is saying 7 as well for what we're talking. Maybe saying 7 for Varane, but yeah, so it might be agreeing with you for this one as well.
I think Blunderlof is a 7. Like, you know, he gave a solid performance.
But you can't call him Blunderlof if he's doing
that's
some 7s now. Well, maybe he's redeeming himself, G Wolf.
Maybe. Could be. He could be.
Because I'm trying to remember I'm trying to think of some blunders he did today. I don't think he did any.
For that goal,
yeah,
I don't know whether he was the defender tracking the man who bagged. Because I know Dalot got a touch on the ball before the cross came in from Danjuma, but I don't know who was tracking the man for their goal. That's the only thing I can sort of go like try and pinpoint.
I just blame Dalot for that goal. Let's see, Rushmano, thanks for getting in, mate. Lindelof was solid tonight. Very few mistakes. I'm trying to remember mistakes. I don't remember any.
That's what
I just want to. I want to clear up what Lou Manu's saying. Isn't that racial from this Mayasi guy? I don't think calling Tomiyasu a super ninja was bad. I think
that was Japanese ninja.
Super Japanese ninja. Exactly. I mean, it's stereotypical, but I don't think that's negative. It's saying a positive. I don't see that as being a problem, guys. So I don't think that was it's racial, but I don't think it was negative though.
No,
I think that was actually all right, man. Okay. But if anyone is Japanese in the chat, maybe you have a different opinion. Get your opinion in. Shazad Ahmad, thanks again for getting in here. Zayn, it's only 3 games. Give him season, then we can judge him. That's what I was just saying. This is fan culture where we see a player do a few or see a team do a few good performances, and we're like, yeah, come on, top level, or sometimes when we lose a few games, we fill in the gutter. But that's fan culture. People are gonna have their different opinions, but I definitely go with you've got to see if Arteta because Zane's made this an Arsenal stream, man. We've got to see if Arteta can, you know what I mean, G-Wolf? We've got to see if Arteta can actually keep them going because I'm not convinced yet. With them. I still think he's still too much of a rookie to even get them even into a Europa Conference. I'm not having it with Arsenal. Yeah, Gongshi, not racist at all towards Tomiyasu. It's a positive comment. Yeah. Go on, Nathan. What are you saying?
Yeah. So player-wise, who are we on next? Tell us.
We've just done Lindelof, so I don't know why I missed that. Tellez, that was a good shout.
Yeah.
Tellez, G-Wolf. What are you saying for Tellez?
You really want to know? I got apart from all the mistakes that he had, I thought I got about 7.5. I still thought he did okay. Not
that goal though boosts him up.
Yeah, exactly. That goal. Apart from that, he did make a few defensive mistakes, which is what he's supposed to do. Foremost. Well, that's it.
That's a bit of a weird way to put it.
He's supposed to help defend. I meant, you know what I mean with his defensive duties, not just his attacking duties, but with that goal. Hence the reason why I'm saying. Hence the reason with that goal, he's got a higher rating than what he would have if he didn't score that goal. Because I would have put him down as 5 or 6.
Tyron Piller, he might be disagreeing with our ratings. I'm not sure. Tyron Piller, getting your ratings, mate. He's saying we got good players, but we can't defend. I don't think the defenders did too bad. I think the midfield just exposed the defenders. I think the coaching's got to work on because McTominay just holding the midfield. Think about it, guys. He's not even done that for a lot of the season. He's had to have Fred helping him. So maybe it's going to take a few games for him to really screen that defense because, we did see a little bit on the counter-attack, like I keep saying. It's Varane. I feel sorry for Varane sometimes. He keeps getting outnumbered a little bit when there's counter-attack. And
wasn't there a time when it was a 2-on-1 right at the beginning, near the beginning of the
I think it was a few times. I can't remember every time, but it's like
I'm sure it was a 2-on-1, and then lucky enough, Varane did that interception, I believe.
Right. Sin Games, I just got to say a shout out to yourself as well. Thanks for getting in here. Teller scored the goal and saved a goal at the other end, contender for man of the match. I don't think about man of the match though. It's a great goal.
Yeah, no.
But I'm not sure about the whole game.
In all fairness, he probably in terms of Teller, that's probably one of his better games he's had in a United shirt because I generally can't remember mistakes wise anything from him. Like he got the goal, he was sort of he was looking to put balls in, and obviously the tackle, the block was brilliant because I think it was both him and Varane were basically on the floor, and Tellez, as soon as he got up, he was sort of pumping his chest, trying to get the players G'd up. But the goal was brilliant because I swear we've seen whenever Tellez has been on has played, we've seen that attempt from United to do that sort of set piece routine, and clipping the Tellez on the edge of the box.
By the way, Nathan, Ole's gonna love that passion. He's maybe thinking. Tellez is maybe thinking, okay, Ole, I'm going to show you the passion. You maybe try and pick me. I mean, Shaw's injured now, actually, so he's actually going to be in there now. So maybe he's going to try and.
But how long is he out for?
I'm not sure. He's got a calf strain. That's a couple of weeks, isn't it? So Tellez is trying to reinforce his position there.
Yeah, I thought that was Maguire. I don't know.
I thought that was Maguire.
I heard Shaw's got a similar injury. That's what I heard, but that needs to be verified. People in the chat, if you know more, please put it in the chat. Nathan's not said his rating for Tellez.
So
8.
Okay, that is okay. If he didn't score the goal, let's play devil's advocate then. If he didn't score the goal, what are you giving him?
7.
Okay. Because you know what? That's kind of like FIFA. You know when you score a goal with FIFA, yeah. I don't know if you watch the ratings. It goes up by exactly 1.0 when you score a goal.
Oh, don't
So-
talk to me about FIFA. I'm getting PTSD.
I love playing it. That's what I referenced. I was referencing that on the last stream, talking about how
I've got it open
when-
in a minute, so I'm having a thought. Carry on.
I was just gonna say, like, when you play against the computer, you have to really go to the team management. You have to put in certain instructions for your players to do certain things. You have to coach on a game, and you have to tell people to run in behind. You have to tell some people to stay back. You have to set a target, man. You have to do all these different kind of things. So it's like FIFA is a great simulation, yeah. And I'm just thinking some people may come at me for comparing real life to a game, yeah. But look at it though.
Moving on.
No, Nathan, hold on. See, I knew someone's going to come at me. Yeah. When you look at people in mainstream industries like being a pilot, what do they do before they get in the cockpit? They're in the simulation room. They're in playing that game. They're in playing the game, which simulates all the conditions. Yeah. So FIFA is a great replication of doing tactical things, especially when you go to the team management and you set the instructions of whether people do certain runs, people are target man, people overlap. This is what I want to see from the coaching in midfield. Tell Bruno and Pogba to go up and down and help McTominay. Don't expose him as much because the counter-attacks were mad in that game. I'll stay on that. I can't believe how much Villarreal had the counter-attacks, and maybe they should have scored, but they didn't take the chances, as we've said. So we've barely done the back four ratings. We've barely done the back four for ratings. Yeah. So let's get to midfield then. So we're on McTominay. You know what? I'll start with this. I think McTominay was actually a 6. Yeah. K Slater, big up yourself for getting in here. FIFA. I think he's backing me there. He's backing me on my analogy. Big up to FIFA. But yeah, McTominay, I thought, considering he's not been familiar with just holding the midfield by himself, I think he did a few interceptions. It looks like he needs quite a bit of work in terms of maybe coming and getting the ball off the defense. Because one thing I didn't notice is McTominay wasn't getting the ball off the defense enough to try and get it to Pogba and Bruno. I saw a few trademark long balls from Lindelof over the top. It wasn't that many, but there's a few. So I don't think it was that bad. I think maybe a 6, maybe an average. G Wolf, go to you, mate.
I honestly thought McTominay was a bit of a passenger in that game. I thought, didn't really see him do much. So I'd given him a 4. I really thought
okay.
Yeah. I really thought he didn't really do much. Every time he went for a challenge, he always down on the ground. He was like a twig. I'm telling you, he's supposed to be a Scotsman. He's supposed to be tough and, just like, have that.
Bit of a stereotype there, but okay. I mean, he's big and strong. He's like 6'2". He's quite big.
I'm half Scottish, so
okay. By the way, I think Rushmana wasn't feeling my FIFA analogy as well, saying change the subject. I think that was a good analogy about the FIFA. I'm sticking with that. I'm sticking with it.
Football manager would have been a better analogy, in all honesty.
Well, you still do the instructions on there, don't you? So yeah.
Moving on.
K Slater coming in, backing up G Wolf. G Wolf has a positive approach to the game. Me, I'm disappointed, man. Even with all these changes, I expected a level of play that wasn't reached today. Okay. G Wolf, what do you think though? Do you agree with that?
On the whole performance, we played poor, but we got the win, and that must be a positive for United. Great confidence booster, scoring right at the end, getting that goal the way that we did. So
yeah, I was
the only positive out of that game is the result. The actual performance itself on a whole was poor.
But I've got to say though, because I don't want to repeat myself, but I want to reinforce that I like what we were seeing in midfield, where we see that Pogba and Bruno were being allowed to get forward. If
Yeah.
that can be engineered properly as a balance, where we don't concede as many counterattacks,
Yeah.
because Kay Slater, okay, that's a fair thing to say, that it's maybe still a bit disappointing, but at least it wasn't as much as a rigid 4-2-3-1. I didn't see it being a rigid 4-2-3-1 that we see, and there was a lot more action in that game from.
It was a little bit more
both
attacking
sides.
that 4-2-3-1.
So maybe there's some promising things coming in. Nathan, what do you think though?
On the approach or McTominay's rating?
From like what Kay Slater is saying of the approach to the game.
Yeah, it was more the first. It seemed as though United sort of upped it a bit when they went a goal down, which normally a team tries to do anyway. But the first 45 minutes, I mean, it sort of gave me flashback to the Europa League final in Gdansk because it was just tepid. There was no because I sort of leading into my rating about McTominay here. I felt with McTominay, I think we saw the improvement when Matic came on the pitch because he had a bit more discipline about him. McTominay's not got that sort of thing.
I wish he came on earlier. Yeah.
Well, he probably should have started, to be honest. But I thought McTominay didn't really have a discipline because you saw at times when Villarreal were counter-attacking in the first half. The ball was getting over the top. It was basically a 3-on. It was basically a 3-on-2 or 2-on-3 situation where it was just Lindelof, Varane, and say Tellez at the back left. Obviously, Dalot was going to WH Smith and back because he didn't fucking know where he was.
I just got to say quickly, Big Chungus, thanks for the contribution there. £2. Thanks for getting in here. But yeah, go into your rating then as well, Nathan. What was he saying for McTominay?
Yeah, I say a 4 as well. I'll quickly ask G Wolf. What did you put Dalot as a 4 as well as McTominay? Or
I think I did. Yeah, in the end I did.
Yeah,
because I did have him as a 6, but then obviously looking back on it, definitely it seems like he was a 4.
I think for me, Dalot was definitely the worst player. I think McTominay was sort of up ahead. McTominay didn't really cover himself in glory, but it might have been a case of you try and test it with him in that holding role because he's not played there a lot on his own. He's always had his partner in crime next to him.
Fred,
the tag team. Man, but I really don't want to see them for Everton, but I think we may see them. Just got to say to everyone, thanks for getting in here. Just want to say hi to Daz Sweets. Thanks for getting in here. Saying Ollie got lucky. I don't know about that. I mean, we saw him try some different things in midfield that we've been talking about. The subs came on. They did affect the game. Lingard creating a bit of trouble. And then, Fred got that cross in before Lingard caused the trouble. And then Ronaldo with a big goal at the end. So I don't know. Maybe lucky in terms of, like we were saying, Villarreal didn't score their chances. Tyron Pillay, thanks for getting in here. Rich Sports. Anthony, Evelyn. Hell Pig, yes, the Don will be back with some more content. I'm not sure about FIFA tonight because it's a bit late, but if he's not on tonight, he'll be on tomorrow. So thanks for still getting in here and watching us, guys. We're still getting through the player ratings, guys. As we do our ratings, get your ratings in, just like Sin Games has got in 4.5. I think he's talking about McTominay. That's the last guy we just did. Guys, I think we need to get through these ratings. I'm a bit slow on them right now. So we're going to talk about Pogba. Let's talk about Pogba. So, G Wolf, let's start with you, mate.
7 for Pogba. He had an alright game. Did a couple of passes, but overall, bang average, really. But the reason why he's probably got the 7 is because of his hairstyle. What the hell was that about?
I really didn't want to talk about his hair, but every time I saw him every time I saw him in a close-up, I was like, that's the worst hair I've ever seen. And I said that to myself 3 times. And I was saying to myself, just focus on the performance.
I couldn't
tell what style he had. It was like he had some doll's hair, some blue doll's hair, some white doll's hair in there, looking like some weird Barbie. I didn't even get what his hair was. Uh,
Oh, dear me.
so everyone, give a rating to Pogba's hairstyle in the chat, please. I want to know what people think because I give that hairstyle a 2, just for being hair. It's a 2.
I'll give it a 3 just for the bants.
A 3 for the You see, K Slater said you're positive, G-Wolf. That's a bit positive from you. Nathan, what's your rating on Pogba's hair, mate?
Yeah.
-8. That's mad.
Hairstyle.
Oh, dude.
Hairstyle. I'll say. To be honest, I'm not one to talk about hairstyles. Hairstyle, I'll say I'll give him a 10 for the sort of the balls do that hairstyle.
What are you talking about?
However, his performance, I wouldn't have said it was 7. I'd say more as a 5. I can't remember him doing the play. It might be just performance wise for the whole team, but I can't remember him doing anything of note really. So
you see, that's why I respect you, Nathan. Just try and get into the proper football again because the hair is a big distraction. Let's get it out of the way. Batman Night fan saying a 1. Oh, Professor, thanks for getting in here. Pogba's hair 1, dreadful. Okay, cool. So you're saying, he wasn't that good, Nate. He wasn't anything to shout about. I don't think.
As I said, he wasn't nothing good to shout about, but he did well in bits. I thought. But what I saw is as you said, his running.
Yo, guys, what do you think of this? Though that's a big one to read into it. That because it was blue, white, and black. That's not. No, hold on. What's PSG again? Yeah, PSG.
Blue, red, and white.
Yeah, so there was no red in there.
No.
Yeah, it's not PSG colours there, Sing Games. Behave yourself, mate.
It was do you remember when he had the one for the Manchester Derby? People were like, oh my God, he's going to Man City because he's got a blue shade of hair. And it's
yeah. He does that anyway. So, he's not going to Man City. Imagine. He wouldn't survive that. He wouldn't do that. Yeah, so my rating for Pogba, maybe just an average 6. I think because he should be a top player, I don't think he's consistent enough, but I love it when he does get those Hollywood passes into where he needs to get him into. I don't think he took control enough of the midfield enough. Because McTominay wasn't getting the ball off the defense, I wanted to see Pogba take a bit of initiative, come and get the ball. But hey, it was all right. Average 6. Guys, get in your ratings in the chat. Flying Pig is saying 5.5. So a bit low as well there. Yeah, he wasn't anything special. Guys, let's go into Bruno. Nathan, what are you saying for Bruno?
I'm gonna say a 7. The reason why is because I think although maybe things didn't come off, because you know what Bruno's like. He tries those sort of passes, see if they come off, and this, that, and the other. He always tries to give it all. But I thought as a captain, he was chasing things down. He was sort of trying to get the players sort of, even if he wasn't having the best game himself, he was at least putting in a shift, which I can always sort of appreciate. So that's the reason for me, why he got a 7 for me.
Okay.
And obviously he got the assist as well for Tellez. So.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
For the free kick.
Yeah.
Go on then, G-Wolf, what are you saying?
I've got an 8 for Bruno for that pass, and also just for his determination running down things. As you said, I thought he was pretty much what a captain should be doing, running around after that ball and getting the ball. And
we've got a few different ones in the chat here. Before you carry on, G-Wolf, sorry, mate. Bruno 5.5 from Tyron Pillay. And
the only thing is he tracked
Anthony Evelyn, Bruno 7, and then Sing Games was saying 5.5. I lost the.
Is that for his haircut as well?
5.5. Oh, Professor 6.5. But see, it's kind of it's for me.
I thought he was an 8 because he was tracking back as well, and there was times that he came back and he was tackling from behind. But hooking it, if you know what I mean,
a little bit.
Right, and tell you the truth, I thought, for captain, that's brilliant. That's what you want to see. It's like,
But I don't think he was disciplined because what I saw is sometimes he was on that right side in the right channel as being a number 8, and then he went into number 10, and then I saw him on Pogba's side sometimes. So it was like he was going left to right like a windshield wiper sometimes. It was a bit weird. So I think that's why we're getting some kind of inconsistent ratings in the chat though, because people are seeing like he was. I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't tell where he was playing sometimes, and then sometimes, like you're saying, G Wolf, he popped up with some good tackles, got that great assist for Tellez.
exactly.
So it was a bit up and down for me. I think I'd give him like. I did write down 6, but maybe a 7 because of that assist as well. I'm going by FIFA rules. I'm just a FIFA guy.
That was a brilliant assist.
It was great. It was awesome. Nathan, I don't think you said yours, have you yet?
Yeah, I said 7. Yeah, I said 7.
You said
maybe.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he did sort of well tonight, so yeah, 7.
Yeah, nice one. So what we're saying about Greenwood, G-Wolf?
6.
Okay, why are you thinking that, bro?
He was pretty average. Like, there was some good at the beginning, like, right at the start, we attacked. He played well there. But apart from that, he sort of fizzled out after halfway through the first half. And then.
But you know what? Yeah, he was passing quite a bit more than doing the shots. That's what I liked about him tonight.
Exactly. He wasn't too selfish. So.
Yeah. Surely the coaching staff must have had a word with him then to actually pass a bit more. That's what we need from the coaching staff.
Exactly.
To actually have a word with him, because like I said against Villa, he looked like a wild child, and you can't have that at Man United. You got to be disciplined, mate. If you're playing top level, you got goats around you like Ronaldo and Fernandes. So I did.
Use the ones.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nathan,
and also, didn't he pass to Sancho and all that lot as well? Didn't he? He did that through ball to Sancho for the Sancho shot.
Okay, I don't remember the specific play, but he was
But apart from that, he was, he was pretty good.
Flying Pig 5.5. Greenwood, Anthony Evelyn saying Greenwood 5.5. Rushmano saying 6 as well. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Tylen Pillay. Greenwood's a bit greedy. Wasn't that bit greedy tonight? Wait, what is it? So he's saying Greenwood's greedy in general, but then tonight wasn't that greedy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, a little bit average. I'd probably go with that same score as well, with an average like 6. Nathan, what you saying?
I'm going. I think I had him at a 5. Like I there were a couple of times we got in the eye, but I think maybe because it was. The reason why I was passing a lot tonight is because he didn't really give the full back anything to sort of deal with. I'll go 5. Could have been 6, but I'll give it 5.
Okay, fair enough. Let's go to Sancho. I'll give my rating actually on Sancho.
Go for it.
What's that?
I said go for it.
Oh, okay. For me, because earlier I was just saying I had to wait about 10 minutes to figure out that he actually came off. So I'm in a negative I'm in a negative place with Sancho right now. I mean, people in the chat were saying give him time. For 75 million, I want to see more dribbling. I want to see more individual play, because when you pay that much for a winger, despite the system and the adaptation, I've got to be seeing, because hey, people may not like this, but if San Maximum from Newcastle come in, we'd be seeing dribbles up the wazoo. We'll be seeing him dribble to the cows come home. I thought Sancho was going to bring way more of that, and he seems like, okay, I know as well. My better side of me knows that he needs to link up a bit more. But for me to not even know that he came off, even Sin Games is saying here 4.5.
That's harsh.
That's low.
Yeah,
that's low.
that.
He had a few good touches. Batman Night friend saying 5. Flying Pig the Don with a 5 as well. So yeah, people are not seeing a good performance because I thought an average performance is like a 6. So I've actually changed my score now actually because I said 6 on my paper that I wrote it down. And I'm saying 5 now actually. I think
Oh,
12
you've been peer pressured by the comments.
yeah, a bit of peer pressure, and then I was thinking of like the things he was doing in the game, and it's just like, yeah, not really enough. Yeah, not really enough there. So, Nathan, what are you saying though?
I actually thought he did just a bit better than Greenwood, so I'm going like 5.5. I think it's the first half rating I've gave in this ratings thing because I don't like doing half ratings anyway. But I gave 5.5 only because I thought, well, actually, screw it. I'm gonna go 6. I've sort of went against myself, but I'm gonna go 6. The reason why is because I think he had. You can see there is something in him. Like there is a player in there, and he looked better. He's looked better tonight than what he has previously.
What do you think about this comment? What do you think about what Rashman is saying? Because I thought that Villarreal did double up on them as well. That I forgot to say that. That's got to. I got to be fair to him. They look like they did a bit of a 2-on-1 when Sancho kept getting the ball. Looked like they marked him out of the game.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
I mean, that's just tactically what they do because I think the commentators said it that like when Sancho, when Villarreal defending, they go into a 4-4-2. When they attack, the likes of Danjuma and I think is it Pina something like that on the right. I might have butchered that name, so forgive me. But like
I thought they had Foyt on the right as like right back, didn't they?
I meant like the right winger. So like the
right
guy
winger,
who played the right winger, he goes up, he pushes up. But when they're defending, they go to a 4-4-2. So the two lads on the right are sort of doubling up on Sancho if fullback's not overlapping. But no, I thought Sancho did all right. I think it's one of them where you sort of just give the boy time because we've seen if you put too much pressure on and say like players coming in and young players coming in and whatnot, you don't know how it's going to affect them mentally. So you just give the boy time. That's
true because people can't be saying stuff like this. Fraud and Sancho. That just made me smile a little bit because I'm like, that's really a big shoehorn because like fraud doesn't even like correspond with Jaden, does it? Like fraud and Jaden. It's a bit of a stretch there for that nickname. So that's a bit harsh, isn't it? Like you need to be given definitely before that for that amount of money. You definitely got to get given time, innit? Definitely do.
Yeah,
definitely agree with that. Drew Wolf.
But yeah, I've gone with the same as Nath. 6. I thought he did quite well. There was there was quite a few times that he was attacking down that left hand side and crossing it in. Yeah, his crossing one brilliant, but at least it was one of his better performances than what I've seen from him.
Okay, guys, can we ease up on Sancho? Big up saying Wankcho. That's mad.
Oh my god.
It's making me laugh there still, but can we try and back our 75 mil signing? Please, guys, don't go on Twitter and at him with fraud in Sancho or Wankcho. Don't start this because we know the players are on social media, so they see this if you put it on there. So let's try and back our guy. Let's see what he can do. 75 million, guys. Come on, you can't flop. You can't be like a Memphis. Can't have that again. So we've got to keep backing the investment. Let's move on to the substitutes. So we had Matic come on.
Got one.
We forgot. Yeah, we forgot one.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was trying to save him to last, and then actually forgot him. I can't believe my fault. So go on. He was. Would he be man of the match apart from maybe De Gea then? Ronaldo. I almost forgot him. Apologies. What are we saying for Ronaldo?
He was about a 4 or 5, scored the goal, ends up 12 out of 10.
He goes to a perfect for that goal.
No. He goes 12 out of 10. 10 for the goal, 2 for the abs.
Oh, 12 for the abs. The guy's 36 and he's looking like he's 23 with those abs.
But he's. I mean, I've always thought with that. He's basically he's like you need a goal. your sort of big time, big game moment player, he is the one for it. It's like when United brought him back, he'll score you goals, sort of throughout the game. But if you need that last minute clutch winner, you sort of, you're in good hands with him.
That was amazing. That goal was amazing.
My realistic rating, I'll give it a 6. It's just apart from the goal, I think 6 gives him the goal for me. Like,
so the goal doubled him to 12. What was that? Because of the time it came in. I mean, 95th minute. You can't write that kind of script. That's why we love football. When we see that kind of clutch win. It was amazing. G-Wolf, what are you saying?
Well, I agree with Pig before he scored the goal. Right, 7.5, that's what I would have given him. But then I've given him the extra point to 8.5, 9. Same as... The only thing is just below 8.5, for Cristiano Ronaldo. For the goal. Apart from that, who, as they said, he was pretty bang average, really.
It was. It didn't really have the service again. That's got to be sorted out. I got to read the super chat.
Does.
I got to read the super chat. Merchant, thanks for getting in here, mate. With a €4.99. Thanks for that. Sancho needs time. Look at Havertz. We just need Sancho to hit the weights, just like Salah when he left Chelsea. Salah's a different player now. Okay. I mean, that's the thing with football. It's so interesting because there's so many different specimens in the game. Because Salah, you would say he's kind of a different player to Sancho. Sancho likes more of the build-up play. He's not really about speed like Salah. Salah's game was a lot of speed and taking a lot of shots at goal. So I don't know. I mean, so we know Sancho's a top guy because he's had those assists and goals in that German league. And that's not a bad league because Havertz, we know he's good as well. I just think he's got to adapt. I mean, I don't like to say adapt because I want Ole to adapt the tactics to be more technical. So it's like there's a lot of people having to do adapting at Man United right now. So we're gonna see if he gels in there. It's up to Ole to keep doing more positive. It's a weird one because I would say it's a positive performance in the way we try to attack more, but then conceding the counter attacks a bit negative because could have easily lost that game.
Exactly.
As a big team, I think Man United's got to sort out this fine margin mentality where we could lose or win the game. I mean, it's epic in terms of getting a last minute goal with Ronaldo, but doing that every week, I don't know if we can do that every week though. It's going to be too much energy to do that.
That's it. But if we did it right from the off, rather than wait until we go a goal down. See, that's what United always do. They always wait until they go a goal down and then we kick up and then then they see, oh shit, we need to do something. Right, then they get their ass into gear.
Yeah.
And then go on the attack. Why can't they just go on the attack straight from the off and just score more goals?
It's up to the management to drill this in because we've heard Ole talk about this after the game. He said a lot. We don't start well enough.
Exactly.
I mean, it was weird last time in a press conference. Ole was saying we actually started a match too quick, which was weird. But I think I don't think it explained itself properly. Maybe he was saying we rushed a few things rather than actually playing quick. So maybe that's the case. But then they got to sort out the controlling games as well. Rushman is getting in here saying 7 for CR7 looks tired. Really, I don't know if do you guys
a
think
little
bit
towards the end. He was towards the end of the game. He looked halfway through the second half. I thought he looked pretty tired.
Sing Games saying the same thing. Looked tired most of the game. Batman Night fan saying Ronaldo abs. Yeah. He looked like he was energetic when he pulled out the abs, though, didn't he? He looked like flipping Superman when he pulled out the abs.
Looked like the Incredible Hulk.
In all honesty, when he showed his abs, it made me just cry as a man knowing I've got a barrel as my stomach. So I was like, looked at Ronaldo's abs. I was like, yeah.
I don't think I even give him a rating. I would say, because he had a bit of a quiet game. He could have been like a 5 if he didn't score the goal. So maybe a 7 for me, to be honest. I mean, it's a great goal, but I don't know if I can quite get towards that 12 that Nathan's saying. That's a big one. So yeah, let's wrap it up with the subs then. Matic, I don't think he even got enough chance to do what he could do.
I haven't done his rating.
I'll do my rating for him first. I'll just say an average. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong, didn't do anything too good. I think an average score was like 6. He came on.
Yeah.
They didn't look. He didn't allow the midfield. He didn't allow the defense to be too exposed. I don't think really. I mean, Villarreal still did have some chances after he came on, but I think he did his job well. So I'd say a 6.
Yeah, same here.
Sin game saying 10. I don't know how he comes up with that.
You what, boy?
In all fairness, Matic I think he only came on for the last couple of. Did he come on for the last couple of minutes, or was he one of the first subs?
Hold on.
He came on with Cavani.
He came on with Cavani in the 75th minute, so he only had 15 minutes.
Things in those 15 minutes, he looked a bit more sure than Mctominay did the whole sort of time he was out on there. So for that, I'd give Matic 7. The reason why is because I think there was a bit more stability when he was there, and he was trying things in the midfield. He was trying to break out and sort of go on little runs and try and sort of, get.
That's why he's got to be a starter for me. He's got to be a starter for me because he likes to get the ball off the defense as well and turn and just be sure on the ball. And when he can dribble, he can dribble. I've seen him do a bit of dribbling, even though it's like 1 mile per hour. He can dribble a little bit, get the ball to the other midfielders. G-Wolf, did you give your rating for?
I said a 6, same as you. It was pretty bang average, really. I thought didn't really.
Okay. Batman saying 7.5. Tyrant plays 7. People are liking Matic. Hopefully he gets a start. Merchant, thanks for getting in here again. I think this is another one here. Ronaldo went Super Saiyan on them, man. He's laughing now. Alberto Moreno. That's what I was saying. Ronaldo turned. I mean, all he was missing is the golden hair. I don't know if you guys have watched Dragon Ball Z. It's one of the most epic animes. When people transform, their hair changes. They get a bit more muscular. I mean, some people in the chat were saying Ronaldo was a bit tired. He didn't look tired after he scored that goal. He looked like he could play another game the way the muscles were bulging, like Goku as a Super Saiyan. That's a great comment, Merchant. Big up yourself for getting in with that. I love that. Flying Pig, what you saying, boss? Prebo, Slabby is decent, but could do with someone coming in and replacing some of our defenders. Anyway, take your pick other than Varane. You know what, Lindelof, I reckon he could come on and play a few games, and I don't know. I reckon he could even look better than Maguire because he looks better on the ball sometimes. The thing is, I think the big thing will be if he can win as many slabby headers as Maguire, because we know Maguire is the king of heading out of defense. He's one of the best low block defenders I've seen in terms of clearing and getting a big fat head to the ball. He's great.
He's just got one of those like prime Easter Island heads, hasn't he, Maguire?
Exactly. So I don't know how Lindelof can make up for that. How does Lindelof make up for that? Because you don't just grow a big head overnight, do you? So we're going to see if that comes into play then, because what is it? Maguire's got the calf strain, so it's a few weeks out. So we're going to see if Lindelof is actually Lindelof or Blunderlof, as G-Wolf has been saying.
Yeah, I think he's going to blunder it. I think one game he played well tonight. Like, give him his due. He played well tonight. I thought, Lindelof had a decent game for once. I think that's one of his best games he's been at United.
Okay.
My own personal opinion.
Fair enough. I think we've gone on quite a bit. I think we're going to have to wrap it up soon. We've gone on for an hour, 30 minutes.
Got two more subs.
So we've got 2 more subs. Thanks to everyone for sticking around. Thanks to you guys. We've been kind of waffling a little bit, but for most of the stream, we've got in a lot of good analysis. So thanks for still staying in. Please hit a like and subscribe if you're new. So let's wrap it up with, I don't think we talked about Cavani yet, have we? We've not talked about Cavani.
Or Fred or Lingard.
Cavani, real quick then. What we're saying, Nathan?
7. 7. Just I was pushing towards an 8, but I'll go 7. I think when he came on, his press was just he started making things happen in the final third. I thought he was really good when he came on. Cavani.
Yeah, same
Yeah,
here. Especially that one, and especially that loose ball that went, and then he chased that down like a flipping panther. Just literally
man.
leapt onto that ball like no tomorrow, and he was
El
just brilliant.
Matador. El Matador was on
Oh
it.
yeah, the El
But
Matador.
I think he was actually the ball. He wasn't the Matador. He was actually the ball, chasing down
Yeah,
things. So
exactly.
I agree with that. Yeah, I think I still just give a 6 anyway. I mean, people are saying 7, so people maybe agreeing with
Yeah, as someone
some of
said,
you guys. 7, Batman,
Washmano.
Rashmano, Cavani changed it superb. Yeah, okay, guys.
Because he the one who did the tackle for Fred. He the one who did the tackle, and then Fred crossed it in for
Okay, fair.
Ronaldo.
Probably going 6.5 then. I didn't really see as much as you guys, so I can't really back it. So yeah, Fred. What were we saying about Fred?
Wonderful 10 out of 10. He got a pre-assist for the goal, so yeah, 10 out of 10.
Pre-assist. Is that going to be one of the stats now, which like Sky Sports and like all those websites that take into account
it's like
a pre-assist?
Yeah, but Fred is just came on. Just literally, I think that's the only thing he did was to cross towards the back post of Ronaldo. So I'll say,
apart from that tackle, wasn't it, from the defense? Broke up an attack as well.
I'd say 5, maybe.
5.
Only because it's like, other than
you didn't get enough time, innit? You didn't get enough time to do anything. So
you're just there.
I'll probably give it a 6 because like he kind of caused the goal by playing that part. Maybe that'd be good if Fred can just do that kind of cameo every time. That's what. So we don't see his negativity of like the fact that he can't pass. Bring him on for a few minutes.
But then he does that
one
sort
great
of
cross. Hey?
I was going to say, then he does that sort of pass. He can't pass, but he does that sort of pass.
Well, then he can do a Hollywood cross. Yeah, it's so ironic. So yeah, did you guys even say your ratings though for him?
I said 5.
5.
You said 5. Yeah, I've gone higher. I've gone 7.
7. Okay. So yeah, Lingard. We'll finish off with Lingard. I'll say for Lingard, then I'll say mine. Then I saw someone talking about Lingard in here. It's giving him a 6 for the assist. Thanks, Anthony Evelyn, for getting in here, mate. I hope you drop the like as well.
Yeah,
people keep dropping your likes. People keep dropping your likes if you haven't done. It helps Flying Pig, and it's free to do so. So just do it. For Lingard, I don't know. Was that actually an assist? Because it was a bit of a mess. He got in there.
It probably was. I think when he got the touch on.
You got the touch on.
Yeah, it was. Surely that must have been Lingard assist. I don't think any of the defenders got a nick on it.
Okay, I'll probably go with a 6 then. Give him a point, because other than that, I didn't see him do much. So yeah, 6.
Yeah, same here, 6.
Yeah, same. Obviously, Fred got the pre-assist. Lingard got the actual assist, so that means Lingard gets a higher rating than Fred. So yeah, 6.
Yeah, so we got to say these subs, Ole has got them right in retrospect. Okay, I mean, going forward, I've mentioned it already. I want to see more control in games like this, because at the end of the day, we're Manchester United. We're not like an average team like an Arsenal. We're not a mid-table piece of crap team. So we've got to be controlling games in the future. I would have liked to see more of this 4-3-3 earlier, because it's weird that Ole tried this in the first season he was here, interim, and it's waited about 2 more seasons to actually go back to it, which is it's a bit weird, but let's see. I mean, I'm waiting to see if we can fine-tune this now, So yeah, it was a great night of football. That's what I was writing down in my notes. I said 2 times I wrote down great night of football, because of just the chances we saw. A bit too many from Villarreal, but we got the Sue. At the end of the day, we got that.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm loving, guys. Let me
I
just say to
could say
James, thanks for getting in
something,
here.
but
Ronaldo, thanks for getting in here, mate. What are you saying, G Wolf?
I was going to say, I could say about, do you think that Ronaldo has saved Ollie's job for now? Or
Well, definitely. Come on, man. I mean,
yeah,
the fans are gonna look
because
that
of the
Fergie
Ollie
time.
outers have gone back into their holes,
I
haven't
don't.
they?
I necessarily don't think his job was actually on the line in the first place.
Yeah,
It
I
was
don't
more
think so either.
because you get the feeling from the board, and you hear reports that come out that the board trust in Ollie and they trust the plan they have with him. It's more like I said, whatever your views on the managers are, that's up to you because that's the whole point of being a football fan. You can have your views on other players, other managers,
Yeah.
etc., etc. However, most of the sort of stuff about Ollie potentially losing his job is created by fans and media outlets like TalkSport, who like to spin the narrative every time United have a bad result, or every time every time United have a good result. It's it's
Yeah.
Exactly.
it's always the PR spin.
Right,
Because
the boss is saying we're a good show, guys. So let's take some plaudits right now. Sorry, Nathan, we just got to take some plaudits. Anthony, Evelyn, good job, guys. Thanks, guys. But yeah, I know what you're saying, Nathan. It's like we know. I think if we're level headed, we know what's going on. We know what the Glazers want. Yeah, they want the remit of top four. That's what they want as like the minimum. And it look, I don't know. I think Ole may get that again because he's got it 2 seasons in a row. G Wolf, I mean, I'd like to keep it respectful as to people saying Ole in or Ole out. People are entitled to their opinion. It's just that
Exactly.
just saying Ole in or Ole out without saying anything, I disagree with that. It's like make your points. That's what I would say to people because
Yeah, they
I find it hard to back Ole when I've seen the bad football because I'm a football fan as well, and I don't like his scraping wins as a top team, and we're in the 3rd season with a good squad. Yeah, so if the results go bad again and we see too much of 4-2-3-1, I can't back Ole. I'm going to be honest, mate. So it's not like I'm just against Man United because we want the team to do well. We want to dominate.
exactly.
Yeah?
We do.
It's not just about supporting the manager; it's about supporting the players and the manager. So if the players don't get coached enough, then maybe Ollie's not the right guy. But if he can coach more or get his coaching staff to do more of the tactics, which will see us attack more and not be so cagey, because we've got to stop this thing where we're saying, oh, Ollie's job's on the line here. Oh no, can you get the players to play for him? As well as the players playing for him, he's got to guide the players too. It's got to be an equal kind of partnership.
But then also, yeah, exactly, because the players have also got to take some responsibility as well for whether they win or lose.
We've seen them fight for him. I remember last season, 10
Exactly.
comebacks. You don't come back for a manager 10 times unless you back him. You don't do that.
Yeah.
Go on.
So the thing is as well, that this is the testing season for Ollie, whether he's going to be seen as a manager that can take us forward, or a manager like Lampard, where you only get him so far as you can take him before someone else has to come in. Because I said on the last stream, no matter what happens, he's going to leave United in a better position than the other managers left than previously. Whether he's the right man or not is just debatable. I see reasons for both sides, but the only thing I get annoyed at is when people want the club to lose to sacrifice their season. That's the only thing that's like...
I don't understand why people want that. Oh, well, I hope they lose so then that so the manager gets a sack.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
It's like let the results play out.
Overall, guys.
To tell you the truth, people like that are not real fans.
Yeah, you can't wish losses because it hurts.
Exactly.
It hurts the morale, and that kind of thing can damage just the way we go forward. You can't, because the team can't just switch on wins. You don't just do it like a robot. So to want losses at any time, it could just damage the team. So yeah, I'm sure like obviously real fans just want us to they want the players to do well. Obviously, if the manager's helping them to do well, then that's great, and we've got to see that. I think we're going to wrap up the show now, guys. We've been going for quite a bit. Roshmano, thanks for getting back to us on the feedback of the likes as well. 97 likes, guys. Thanks. I think before we go, we got to honor what Tyron Pillay is saying. If we just real quickly give some Everton predictions. I mean, we don't have the team, so it's hard to give predictions, but maybe you guys want to say what you think the score will be.
I've not even thought of Everton yet.
I've not
Yeah,
either.
no, right. Too busy thinking about the win.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give one anyway. I just think because we're still not controlling games, it could be a draw or a win. I don't think we lose, but I think a draw or win because we know Benitez has got some organization to his teams and they're looking good as well. I think they may be on similar points to us, like 13 points as well, or 12 points, something like that. They're right next to us in the table.
Something like that. They're in that sort of like group between everyone who's at 1 point, like between each other, sort of thing.
Yeah. Wow, everyone's loving us, guys. You know, compared to the guy that put in the sleeping emoji before, I forgot who put that in. Remember that, guys? People are now giving us the good job. Thanks, Gunshi. Batman, great show, guys.
And I've not been insulted on my looks this show as well. I see that's a positive.
Nathan, you were complimented. Seth Rogen is a good compliment. I will defend that saying. Yeah, maybe the other one, which the other thing that you were called, which I can't remember. We're not going to talk about the other one. That's all right. It was the other one, the other guy, which I can't remember. What's his name?
We don't.
Jack?
It was Jonah Hill. Which is
Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
And also, what was the other one? Jack.
It was Jack Osborne. Yeah,
Jack Osborne. Yeah.
Those ones are okay, though, Nathan. Some of those were compliments. Okay, guys. Thanks for getting in. Gungshi.
Oh, here we go.
Flying Pig. Which one, Jewel? Jack Osborne.
Yeah, they're all coming in now. He brought it up.
Batman agreed with the Jack Black. Gungshi agreed. Okay, I think Nathan has to change his name when he comes into the fan debates now. It's can't be Best Jono anymore. It's got to be Jack Black now, mate. You have to. The people have spoken. Okay, just silence from Nathan.
In other words, wrap it up. Come on.
Okay, thanks for the boss to letting us get in here, Flying Pig. You might be on later with some FIFA, but he'll let you guys know, or you might be on tomorrow. Primo, Rushmano again, Case Slater. Thanks, Rogan. Ferguson. Just getting in here. I don't know.
Well, apparently it reached 100 likes.
Did you see?
Nice.
Well, yeah. Thanks, guys. So, yeah, Nathan, where can people find you, mate?
Anywhere. At Best Jono on Twitter. That's it. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, Best Jono. I do FIFA streams and that here and there. I write for people. Yeah, that's the life of Seth Rogen. Anyway, carry on.
Okay. Nathan just wants to go now. Okay, G Wolf, where can people find you, mate?
People can find me at G Wolf United Gaming. I do Rocket League, GTA. Been doing a Football Manager 2020 version. So if you like Football Manager, get in. If you like Rocket League, you can come and join as well at G Wolf United on the Rocket League as well.
Okay, that's cool. For myself, I do animation on my YouTube channel, Culture Soldier Gear Animation. You can subscribe to that. But for the main platform, please, guys, to the new people especially, get into the description and you'll see Flying Pig United's links, everything there. Subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the Twitter, subscribe to the Instagram. He's on everything. Get in there, subscribe, because we've got more content coming. The platform's still growing. Recently, the Flying Pig got to 45,000 followers on YouTube. Let's have a little bit of a round of applause for that. So everyone, keep helping the community. You just get in here, you're getting your opinions. It's good banter, it's good debate. And yeah, Big up to everyone coming in that's been in here. OP Dragon, Batman Night Fan, Anthony Evelyn, Sing Games, Jonathan Gallagher, Rushmano, Gongshi, and Big Bob. Thanks again, Gongshi, saying my animation is fantastic, like Ollie would say. Thanks again. But yeah, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. We've hogged a lot of time. Thanks to everyone. And yeah, just stay well and tune in for more of Flying Pigs content. Okay, bye, guys.
That's it. Later, guys.